I wanted to do a follow-up video on my vinyl record scratching technique that I did on the Moog synthesizer, because in a real life scenario, if someone's scratching a record, most likely they're also going to be manipulating some sort of vocal sample, or there's going to be some music or vocal or words on that album that they're actually scratching. So I wanted to hop on here and show you how I use Ableton Live and manipulate a vocal sample to blend with the scratch technique on the synthesizer to give it more of a realistic synth sound. And I happen to be wearing the same hoodie I was wearing that day, so it just seems like perfect timing. So when you get all this done blended together, it's going to sound something like this. So that's way more realistic sound. You can hear it blending together. It sounds, manipulating the vocal sounds way more like a real record scratch. So let's hop in Ableton. I'll show you how I do that. So I just have, you can use any VST or hardware synth. I have the Moog and this operator scratch synth loaded up. That's not that important for this. The other video, I'll maybe put a link below this. The original video will show you how to set up the synth. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to manipulate the vocal sample. So what I did was just use any old sample I could find. I just used these random samples that were already in Ableton just for the sake of the demonstration, and I'll load those into an Ableton drum rack. So let's see here. So what you want to do is you want to take the audio sample. There's a few things you got to do to it or it's not going to sound right. So you don't want it dragging out too long. You want it to stop as soon as you get done pressing the key. And you don't, and just like the white noise in the synth, you want it to have a fast attack. You want it to be snappy and sharp and quick. So the attack's all the way down. And I even also drag this audio file up just a little bit. That way the audio sample is starting right at the meat of the sample. I turn the release all the way down on the sample, so that way it's really fast. So then, after that, I put an EQ on it before it hits the pitch shifter, just to get rid of a lot of the crap that doesn't sound good. You can EQ it to taste. I take away a lot of the low end. But the main thing, the most important thing of this is the pitch shifter. So it's pretty easy though. I just grabbed any pitch shifting app will work, or any VST or effects should work. But I like Ableton's pitch shifter, or it's called shifter now. I just drag it straight on there. It's in pitch mode, dry wets all the way up. And I just MIDI map the course to the pitch bend, or wherever you want to manipulate the pitch at on your synth or on your hardware. But then another thing you need to do is you need to go into your MIDI mapping and change your min-max values to where they're not too drastic. I have mine set for -7 top and bottom. You can change that to taste. And then when you do that, so it's going to adjust the coarse knob. That's the one you want to map, is the coarse knob on the shifter, and then you have a vinyl record scratching sound. So what you want to do is just blend that with another track with your synth and put them together, and then you have this. Another little trick you can do, if you want to do something fast, you can actually map the same sample to two keys next to each other. So I have, so you can get kind of more of a fast thing. There's a lot of things you can do with it, but the most important thing is just getting those vocal samples down. You just remember you need them snappy, and you need them no release time, and just other than that, just have fun. It sounds way more like a vinyl record scratch.